You know, I feel like I'm just being like a fairy, like I'm too naive and dreaming of a better world, but I'm like, aren't I supposed to? This country wasn't even built for me, but you told me that your forefathers said that it was for all of us, right? That we should be building this dream. What happened to that? My name is Tarana Burke, and I'm the founder of the Me Too movement. What inspired me to start the Me Too movement was working with young girls who always had stories of sexual violence. It was important to create something that would allow these girls at least to feel like whole people. Seeing so many people whose lives have been impacted by Me Too and by this past year of the movement growing has been phenomenal. I also feel really protective of survivors because of it. Since Brett Kavanaugh's confirmation, I think it's been difficult. People feel collective disappointment and frustration with the government. I want to also take care of people because we so hurt. Like this woman cried on my shoulders in the airport in Chicago, and we need a collective breath as well. Like, we have to gear up for the fight, but this was hard. And so many people have had the wind knocked out of them by this. And then we're facing a government that doesn't care. I think Dr. Blasey Ford coming forward was beyond brave. She showed us what a hero actually looks like. Her coming forward is bigger than the Supreme Court. I attended the hearings, which I don't know how to characterize what it felt like sitting in that room. It doesn't feel like a victory for a lot of people, but what she's done is so freeing for so many survivors around the world who are poised to tell their story or to come forward or release this thing that's been holding them hostage. When women come forward, we have created this narrative about women that we're liars, that we're all after something, that if you would disparage a man, that you must be up to something. I worry about the people who think it's only about Hollywood. I worry about the narrative that we now have coming out of the government that says it's a war against men. Those are really dangerous narratives because it's just not true. Where we could be building allies amongst people, particularly amongst men, where it's now creating a rift and creating enemies and creating people who are afraid because of this false narrative. When collectively what we're talking about are people, men, women, and people across the gender spectrum who are coming to terms with and finding space to talk about really traumatic events in their lives. We are gearing up for a different kind of fight that we've never seen before, not in our lifetimes. And so, you know, we're just like, it's like, get ready.